What's up, guys? Currently, I'm in KL for a short trip. Let me just go out my room to have a chat with you guys. So, it's been long since I documented my life because I was in the journey of a lot of self-introspection, a lot of reflection. So currently, I'm in my KL Airbnb. So, why did I decide to go KL to begin with? I think it is near us, right? It's near Singapore. It's a good place for me to have a short getaway, deep reflections with myself. Because for those of you who do not know, I'm currently staying with my girlfriend, with my best friend as well. So day in, day out, you have a lot of people living with you, a lot of voices in your head. I think that's one thing I realized. But anyway, going back to the main point of this video. So in this short trip, right, I realized this one interesting concept. It's called the 4F framework. Because in my brain, I always think of frameworks, right? So this is the number one formula, right? The 4F framework, right? For you to achieve like happiness and success in life. The faster you crack this 4F framework, right? I haven't cracked, I'm trying to figure it out. The faster you achieve your happiness and success. So what are those 4Fs, right? I came to a realization while I was showering just now. And I was very inspired, hence I want to do this video. The, the first fundamental F, right, is freedom. So the second layer of F, okay, is actually fitness. Then after that, we have like third layer, for example, is family. And then last layer is finance. To be honest, I'm not too sure about the ranking as of now because that's a random concept that I have in my mind. But let me just elaborate what are some mistakes that people like myself or others have made. So number one is freedom, right? Many a times, okay, a lot of humans out there, we are unsure of what do we like because it's a freedom of choice. Make sense? Freedom of, you know, what goals and dreams do you want to chase after? We don't know. Because we don't know, we blindly chase after the next F, which is finance. And on our pursuit to chase that finance, we eat cup noodles, we eat McDonald's, we eat stuff that disrupts our fitness. We don't go to the gym, we don't work out. And then last but not least, probably some of you will resonate. Your family members trap your freedom since young. Maybe for me, my parents always tell me to go tuition, go this, go that. They dictate my entire life pretty much until 18 years old, right? So I did not have the best relationship at home with family. I did not have the most freedom. So finally, when I'm older, I want that freedom, you see. So I realized that this 4F, right, as a young adult or as a human being, it's our responsibility to figure this out. Which is, number one, what is the kind of lifestyle you desire? What is the kind of hobbies and interests that excites you? What really allows you to feel free as a human being? I really don't believe that human beings are here to just get a salary, get a job, and then wait for retirement. I don't believe in that. Hence, I try to design my life to suit what I believe, right? Number two, fitness. Like we assort the lies of like sugar, tidbits, snacks. I commit the same thing as well. I eat supper every night with my dad when I was really young, until 12 years old. I was obese and fat. So, and now then I realized that, you know, just now I went to gym, I went to eat a nice steak for lunch, and it felt amazing when I'm protecting my body, when I'm having the freedom to choose. Like I'm in KL, I can choose to go for those char kway teow, or like I can choose to explore cafes or whatever. I'm just impressed, surprised by myself that I chose to stay in the hotel, you know, upstairs and go to the gym, and I chose to eat something that's boring, like just a nice steak. And I'm like, oh, that's quite cool. New awareness about myself. So if I can take care of this body really well, or naturally, you know, I can make good money with this vehicle, right? So let's bring a little bit across to the next vertical, which is finance. And I realized one thing about finance. Your freedom affects your finance. What do I mean by that? The lifestyle you want will determine what kind of income you want to make, how you make your money, right? And this is the thing that a lot of us, we are not aware of. For example, because we don't have the self-awareness about the choices, the lifestyle we want, the goals we have. So we fall into this societal norm. Nice car, nice condo, nice house, all this kind of stuff, right? And then retire your parents, give your parents allowance. But have you actually asked yourself, like, what do I want? Do I really want to keep feeling the stress, the pressure to make that 50K a month? Or do I prefer a 30K comfortable, simple life? How do I want to make my money? So all of these things belong under the vertical of finance, which I think is very important. Then you will start taking a step back to discover, is your current path, career trajectory aligned to you achieving that? For example, I'm a coach, right? So as a coach, I have to trade time, money, expertise in exchange for my, trade time and expertise, energy in exchange for money. So that doesn't align to the freedom goal that I have for myself. So no doubt the finance is comfortable, but it's not where I want to be. So because I never spent time reflecting, introspecting at such a deep level, I was in this for the last 5 years. And now that I'm away, right, from my environment, from my work, I now really introspect like, okay, cool, how do I envision my life going to look like with finance, with the freedom of choice, the freedom to, design my lifestyle. And in terms of fitness, what kind of fitness goal do I have for myself? I want to stay healthy. Why? So I can live a long life. Doesn't make sense where I have all the family time, I have fantastic finance, but I don't have a very healthy body to function it, right? And then last but not least, let me go back to the fundamental of things like family. I think many a times if you never satisfy your own needs, like for example, you want your freedom, your goals, your travels, you want certain kind of income, you don't really have the headspace to think of others around you. At least that's for my situation, right? My case. And somehow I feel the guilt of a brother not being my best, guilt of not being a fantastic son, not fantastic grandson, and all of these things just add pressure and pressure, you see. And so for me, if I were to break this 4F down into like a step-by-step chronological kind of thing, if possible, I think the very first thing that I'll give my son, because I cannot turn back my life, right? I'll give my son, my daughter, the first layer, right? It's family. Really proper childhood, proper upbringing that makes them feel safe. Once this family needs are strong, the bonding is good, the next F comes out, which is freedom. So since young as a kid, my daughter is able to say, Daddy, I want an orange, I don't like to eat apples. I'm like, oh, why? Because orange is sweet and sour, I like that. Apple is not much tasteful, not as tasteful. And I'm like, okay, cool, thank you for telling me that. Versus I shove that orange down her throat, right? So when that family is safe, then now there's freedom for the kids to explore, for a human to say yes, no to things, instead of being a people pleaser, right? And then the third thing that I would really inculcate in my kid as I lead by example is fitness. We need to have proper family time focusing on our fitness. We go for activities like hiking, walking, jogging, go gym, a lot of this kind of sport stuff to inculcate. Fitness includes diet, right? Dieting, no supper, or maybe honestly I don't know. I never studied so much about diet as of now, based on my past experience. Supper or overeating calories, overeating calories is in surplus. So all of these things I would teach or educate my kids at a very young age. And then once these three things, foundations are soft, then I can go up to the last stage, which is finance. Finance, to be honest, is the hardest part. Why? Because what kind of skill set, what kind of value can you give to a society to exchange for the kind of money that you want to make? It is an endless cycle, right? We are constantly upskilling ourselves. So can you imagine if my kids don't know where are they working towards? They don't know what they like and dislike. I just force them to say, go make money first. Yes, no doubt they can make some good money with maybe, I don't know, figure away 5K, 6K Singapore dollars every single month. But then it brings back down to the question, are you happy? Are you sacrificing your fitness? Are you truly bonded with your family, even though the work pays you 6K and takes up so much of your energy? So that is how I see things, and that's how I want to take this moment to, just share with you guys my thoughts. As I speak out loudly, I introspect and I really get to understand myself at the deepest level, and I think that's really interesting. So leave a comment. What are your thoughts? Feel free to share with me. We can bounce ideas together. I think I would love to do more of these kind of videos in time to come, to be honest. In the past, I do a lot of financial advisor kind of focus, kind of concept and videos. Yes, no doubt I still serve my clients, but like I shared with you briefly in this video, right? As a coach, I always trade time and energy for money, and that's not the direction that I want to pursue moving forward. And so yeah, I'm still figuring it out. I don't say that I have my life all perfect and all completed before I share and document this journey, but I just thought that I just want to be as raw and vulnerable with you guys, share some couple of introspections that I have, and hopefully can learn from you guys as well, right? See you guys really soon.